And before you say, hey, John, why didn't you have somebody drive it home for you? The answer is my fuel pump on my car is starting to go out. And because my fuel pump is starting to go out, the check engine light is on, and that makes me lose my four-wheel drive and my traction control.
Jesus. Man, I gotta tell you, like, when it snows here, it is literally like everybody, the whole city, everything just shuts down. And I may have told this story before, but one time, I was working at a grocery store, and I'm in Linwood, which is a little north of Seattle. I was working in Everett, which is like maybe 15 miles away, so maybe the next city up to the north. I was working there, and it started snowing. It was the threat of snow. It was a little dusty, and then it just started snowing, and I was there for maybe 7 hours. And for some reason, in the back of my mind, because I always have my mom in the back of my head, always being afraid of everything, I brought a broom, because I'm like, if my car gets covered in snow, I'll need to sweep it off and kind of go Fargo style and have to sweep it off. So I brought and I swear, every hour I had to go out there and sweep the car off because it was coming down. So, I mean, it was literally like overnight, within 8 hours, it was maybe like a foot came down. It was ridiculous. And so I finally get out of there, of work. I don't know why I even fucking went in. I shouldn't have given a shit. I'm like, okay, now I got to drive home. The freeway was scary, but if you go slow, you're okay. I get on the freeway, I'm okay. Then I start to get into the city in my area, and now it's like, oh no. And I'm driving, by the way, remember, I'm driving a 1992 Geo Prism. I'm like driving around.
God, that car's weightless.
As I'm driving along, it's like, okay, now you can't, because like half the areas here is no sidewalk, it's ditches. But everything's covered in snow. You don't know what part is the street and what part is the ditch. Only you can know what part of the ditch is because there's like, and it was like all these like things that should have made. It was all like trucks and SUVs and four-wheel drives, and they're all like tipped over in ditches. And I just sort of slowly, scarily drove. But then I got to my neighborhood, which is like, it's all on a hill. And I just was like, okay, what do I do? And I just punched it on my car. And I was like, I just like start swerving up a twisty turning hill. It's like got turns in it too. And I'm like, and I'm like,
That's so funny. You mentioned a geoprism. I had an adventure with a geoprism on an icy road. There was a guy in a geoprism who was right up ahead of us. His car had stalled. It stalled because it's a geoprism. And what we did, it was completely on a block of ice. So he couldn't move the wheel to move. It just kept spinning, right? So I said, put it in neutral, right? Just me by myself. I skidded the thing completely out of the way, just pushing it. That's all I had to do. He didn't even have to help me. All I had to do was push it. He put it in a neutral.
The thing is, I was going uphill, and I was like, if I go like slightly slow up a hill, I'm just going to slide down and I won't get any traction. So I'm like, I just punched it and just went up, and I skidded around kind of upwards in sort of serpentine, kind of like up and down.
Well, this is Long Island. Long Island had this it was this area of Long Island called Hicksville, and it was like, it had a really winding road, and it was incredibly dangerous because it was right on the edge of a ravine, and if I had pushed the wrong way, that thing would have tumbled over like an action movie.
And I was able to get to once you get up the hill, it's a little more level. So I get up the hill, get to level, park like next. I'm not parking on my driveway because my driveway, you've probably seen it, is also like ridiculous. I'm not even going to try that. I'll walk up.
How much does that car weigh? I bet you it weighs less than like 1,000 pounds or something, right? Like a Yugo.
I don't know. It's whatever a Toyota Corolla in 1991, 1992 would weigh.
And also, isn't the battery under the driver's seat too in that one? Is the battery under the driver's seat?
Under the driver's seat? What?
Is the battery under the driver's seat, or is it in the front?
Under the driver's? No, it's not. It's not a Fiero. It's.
I swear to God, I saw one of them, and it was like that.
Well, let me tell you, boys.
The battery is, the engine's in the front, and then the battery is kind of on the. I guess it's on the driver. It's on the driver's side, but it's not under the. It's not under the seat.
All right. So it's at least it's a real car.
It's a real car.
Let me tell you guys, okay. Here's where I was blessed. Growing up in Chicago and everything like that, you know how Chicago winters can be. The reason I can drive as good as I can, my very first car was a 1995 Honda Civic with a stick shift. Mm-hmm. So believe me, that car weighed less than 2,000 pounds, and
Well,
better
I,
believe
I learned stick shift on a Beetle. The first thing I ever did was stick shift on a Beetle.
Well, point is, I had to learn how to drive in Chicago winters on a stick shift car.
The Beetle is
Okay.
the most
While we're
insane
talking about
thing because you
cars-
have a choke and then you have a clutch for the brakes, and it's absolutely, it's like operating a steampunk motor or something when you're operating a Beetle.
While we're talking about cars, did I tell the whole story about my car and how I just recently had it repaired, and it literally cost it would have cost almost as much. It's like I had to do the math of I can spend this much money. It was literally almost $3,000. They basically rebuilt the car.
And how much did you
What
pay
the
for
hell?
the car?
Well, it was a whole bunch. It was there was some sort of thing. There was something with the engine and the wires was and it was a whole thing. Now, they did it, worked great. After a few weeks, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, if the car's starting to sputter and everything, and I notice a huge fucking leak under the car. Those fuckers, they didn't put the fucking cap on where the oil goes.
Yeah, I've been there. I had years and years and years back. I got an oil change and they didn't put the fucking cap back on.
I took it out.
Okay. That is one of those things that you have to remember to do. It's the last thing, and you forget because you get a phone call, and I forgot to put the cap back on.
Well, and then I drove it back, and I swear, I just made the start car was starting to steam sort of comedically. I got it there. I said,
Asshole!
Vic, please, asshole. Well, I was nice. It was a Firestone. I was like, it's fucking Firestone. They should know better. I go there, and they do it all for free. And then they refill the oil, and then they did that, and it still kind of ran a little, and they cleaned it off as best they could, but there's oil everywhere. And I was like, first it's like, I don't know a ton about cars, but then I open it up and I'm like, even my retarded mind is like,
it's not supposed to look like this.
Now I became Carl. There ain't any cap on the oil.
No, I was thinking, you may think you hate it now, but wait till you drive it.
Yeah, but wait till you drive it.
That's right.
This is a Wagon Queen family. This is a damn fine automobile. If you want my honest opinion, it beats the hell out of this
my whole thing is we're waiting for our taxes to come in because my car is still drivable. I just can't put luckily, it's 35, 40 miles an hour around here, and as long as I don't push the car too hard, I can get to from point A to point B. I'm waiting for my taxes because to change the fuel pump on my car, it's a pain in the ass.
I'm making a movie. I might be making 2 movies actually next year. That's what I'm waiting for. My taxes.
Yeah.
But it was.
You guys will be pleased because one is a romantic comedy. I may be getting but it's going to have my dialogue, Felix. So it's going to be
Albert Brooks style.
Well, maybe Albert Brooks with a little bit of Kevin Smith.
I was just going to say that Albert Brooks mixed in with a little bit of Kevin Smith. I would.
So
read my mind. That
profane, was but also. Illuminating, that kind of thing.
Will it be as good as My Darling Shiksa?
It'll be better.
It'll be better.
It'll be better.
It'll be stop that marriage. Stop that marriage.
Will you get any?
I'll talk about it. We'll talk about it another time because we're running late. But we can pick this up tomorrow if you want. I'd really like to pick up the discussion tomorrow, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we can pick this up tomorrow.
Can we do it?
Don't you want to do your airing of the grievances with Gino? Do you want to do your whole Gino thing?
I will air the grievances of Gino. I will talk about my romantic comedy. And, it won't be just that. Well, I want to talk about a lot of things. I'm glad I caught up with you guys. But the thing is, I want to talk about Gino, yes. I want to talk about copyright strikes. I want to talk about demonetization. I want to talk about what happened with Cinema Obscura, what's still going on. I want to talk about the webpage. I'm trying to revamp it with my wife's help. I want to talk about internet piracy. I want to talk about streaming issues and the need for physical media. And I don't know why I wrote Pakistani children learned about Arnold Schwarzenegger, Billy Joel, and Ozzy Osbourne. I have no idea what the fuck that means, but I wrote it.
Yeah, stop it.
And also idiots who claim to be huge fans of the movie Jaws, yet they stream it on Peacock and swear to me that it's 4K when it's not.
I watched it on Peacock and it was. Well, Peacock has problems. I swear they fudge it's like other streaming services are pretty darn good, but for some reason Peacock, which is just fucking Comcast money, they have the lowest bit rate.
Yes, I'm going to talk about that. I promise.
4K looks decent as long as it's not anything older with film grain, because then it just totally kills it. And the sound, I don't know what their sound is, their bit rate on the sound is, but it's always fucking puny. And I have other streaming services and they sound great.
Well, you know,
It's just them.
The one dependable, the workhorse for me, the Sony of streaming is Netflix. They seem to have the best system.
It is. I'm watching Stranger Things, and they have all the bit rate, and it's big and loud and great.
You know, I did have HBO Max,
and I will also say,
hold on.
What I will also say, Paramount Plus is pretty good, and I will tell you why.
Yes.
I will tell you why. So me and the wife wanted to watch a movie last night, and you know she had never seen The Wolf of Wall Street, and I noticed it was on Tubi.
God, I love that.
Hold on.
That is such an awesome.
I know. I noticed it was on Tubi. I didn't care about the ads, but then the first thing I noticed, as soon as the movie starts, I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker is cropped. Okay, we're stopping the movie.
They cropped?
My wife looks at me and she goes, what do you mean it's cropped? And I look at her and I said, it was shot scope 235.
It was? Okay, I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, I told her it was shot scope 235, and I explained to her it's like.
Wait, they cropped it for 16 to 9, 185.
Hold on, listen.
Okay.
I had to explain to her that the problem with Tubi is that sometimes they get really, really good masters, but yet sometimes they get what's called a broadcast master, meaning something that like HBO will play, but they'll play it cropped. They won't play it in its original, aspect ratio.
They're doing that with the James Bond movies on Pluto right now. They're full screen. They're doing that right now.
You're saying they cropped it for 185, right?
What we're getting to is that these free streaming services are using broadcast masters. Yes. I had to explain that to the wife. I said, but the good news is Wolf of Wall Street is airing on Paramount Plus, and we only have to put up with a 2-minute ad, and I guarantee you that it will be in the original aspect ratio, and it will at least be in 4K. And sure as shit, I was 100% right. 2-minute ad, movie played in 4K. Not a fucking issue, and she enjoyed it. And, but my wife, she's not like the big movie nut that I am. She doesn't understand about anything about aspect ratios and that kind of stuff. And
wait a minute, she's married to you. She should know this shit. But I would think she'd know this by now.
But she doesn't.
TBS does that too.
But she doesn't care.
TBS will take a 235 movie and then they'll put it in 185, and TNT does it too, and they do that with the Star Wars movies every time they run their little marathon.
Now, sometimes it's not near as bad because it's maybe like a shot in Super 35.
Wait,
kind
you know
movie.
What the worst is? The worst is The Mummy. Whenever they show The Mummy, the one with Brendan Fraser, it's the 4 to 3 version, and they stretch it out to 16 to 9, and it looks terrible. That is like the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. And now here's
the thing. You see this conversation that we're having? We are people that care.
Yes,
that's the whole point.
Damn it. That's why you should subscribe, and share.
Exactly. We care about how we watch our movies. My wife, she would sit here and watch it, and she would never know the fucking difference if it was cropped or fucking not. Okay.
Oh, I bet she'd watch it in phone format and not care.
Yeah.
So the other way.
I care about how I watch my movies. I want original aspect ratio.
Absolutely.
And if I can't get it, I want the original theatrical audio. I'll even go one further and say, if a movie is shot in 4 to 3 through the camera lens, I want to see that 4 to 3 version too. I want to see that. I know you crop it. You put a matte in for movie theaters, but this is like open matte. Every movie is generally shot open matte, and then they add some form of matte box for theatrical. Romero was the one that mainly did that. Romero did what was called hard matting. He straight up shot.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, he straight up shot. Anything he did, he straight up shot 137, and then when it went, because here's what he did. He shot it in like Martin, for example. Martin was shot 16 millimeter, 137 to 1. When it went to theater, I believe it had a 30. It had a 35.
New York filmmakers too, like Larry Cohen shot open matte, but he prepares the image for 185 to 1.
I have the original Evil Dead on DVD, and that first release is in 133.
Yes,
full screen.
That was because that was the original. That was the DVD copy of the Elite Special Edition Laserdisc, and it was shot like that. But when they did that stupid Book of the Dead edition, how come it's not in widescreen? How come it's not in widescreen?
You guys remember that Tarantino shot Reservoir Dogs open matte too, but then they added Panavision cropping for the laser discs and all that stuff, and it looked terrible because it wasn't shot with an eye for that. There are like 3 shots in there that are terrible that chop people's heads off.
That just makes me think of like the new Rocky IV, how he reframed it into 235, and it
yeah. It did, but you know what? That didn't bother me too much because the movie itself. I mean, I'm sorry to say, as much as
Yes,
I
I
love
know
Rocky
you like
IV,
the director's cut.
I do like the director's cut.
But
I do like what they did.
Is it a director's cut? I hate to keep bringing topics up, but is it a director's cut when it's 40 years after the fact, and he had all that time to think about it, and he decided he didn't like the robot anymore? I like the robot. I like Happy Birthday, Polly.
The only reason he did it is because it was around COVID and he was bored.
Yeah, maybe it's a COVID documentary.
It was like, it was basically like, I'm here, I'm trapped, I might as well do something.
Hey, you know what? I like what they did with. Hey, I like what they did with it. So, but you know what? How about this? Both versions stand on this.
Wait, Froelich, let me ask you. Can I ask you? Dolph Lundgren in the movie, is he given more? Is there more
Yes.
Dolph Lundgren? Because Dolph Lundgren is the best thing about the movie because it's a really incredible performance from him. And you don't think of Dolph Lundgren as an actor, but he's a wonderful
and the other main
actor.
thing is, he excises Bridget Nielsen, and we obviously know why.
Why did he do that though? I don't like that. The movie is a product of its time. He was involved with Bridget Nielsen. You don't get to say, well, she's my ex now, so I'm going to take her out.
Well, you get both versions when you watch. When you get the disc or streaming, you can get both. You get both versions anyway. So it's you just.
Well, that's good. Yeah,
and here's the thing. I do have 1 through 4 in 4K. Now the funny thing is, I have all what is quote unquote. I have all the defective discs. But long story short, some guy in one of my movie groups, he was a cool dude. He ended up getting all the replacement Rocky discs. Like, because you know that first set was borked.
I guess, yeah.
It is borked, and I'll explain why. But he said, "Hey man, I don't want any money for these. Just cover the cost of shipping, and I'll send them." I was the first person to message the dude. He sent me all the Rockies and Titanic, and it only cost me like $7.
Wait, did he return
for shipping?
Did he return the other?
Yeah, well, no. Warner Brothers didn't want them back. Like Warner Brothers said, you keep the
those
defects.
are now collector's editions for their defects.
Well,
people will buy them.
I have all the defective Rocky discs, and the defects are as follows. Rocky 1 does not have the original mono track. It was a fold down from the Atmos track. It wasn't the original mono.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky 2, the original theatrical audio is pitched too high.
Yeah.
If you play it in 5.1, it sounds fine. Same thing with Rocky 3. The 2.0 audio is pitched too low, but if you play it in 5.1, it's perfectly fine. Rocky 4 is the only one that doesn't have any defects.
Well, these days, they would destroy all those copies and pretend it didn't happen. If you hold on to them, they become a kind of relic of a time, and I like that.
Well, I held on to some of my defects. Like on the Friday 13th set, I still have my defective discs. On the Batman television series, I still have my defective discs. I still have my defective Wishmaster disc. I kept my defects.
Okay.
Always hold on to your defects.
I have a question for all you guys before we go.
Okay.
How caught up are either of you on Stranger Things?
I watched. Okay, I've seen the whole thing. I watched episode 1 of season 5, and I said to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna wait for everything to drop so I can binge it all at once.
Okay. And Lawler?
I enjoyed the first season, and I don't think they needed to do anything more, and I don't think they were prepared for any seasons after that. But I watched seasons 2 and 3. I sat through maybe 20 minutes of season 4, and then I gave up. Bronwyn and Regan watched it. They enjoyed it.
That's great.
But this is the thing now. It's been so long that my daughter doesn't even care anymore. She has no interest in Stranger Things anymore.
I'm going to agree with Lawler on this one. Because it has been so long, I kind of stopped caring myself.
But I'm going to.
The first season was.
I'm going to defend it. I'm going to defend it because I have been doing a rewatch of all of it to catch up to get to season 5. I am now on the last episode of season 4. Is the only one I have watched yet. And I can honestly say, as I've been watching it, it's like it starts off really good, and then it builds and it improves. And then when you have questions of like, hey, why was that person doing this, and who was that? And they start answering things, and I'm like, okay, thank you. As far as you compare this to most entertainments in this world that we live in now, it is solid. The kids are great, although now they're all grown-ups. It's fun.
But my whole issue, it just took too long to get from season 4 to season 5.
Yeah, because the Duffer Brothers and those other guys, they just take too long.
Look, now they're all together, and it's way easier. You can sit down, you can binge. It's kind of like Breaking Bad. You can just sit down and watch the whole thing. It all flows.
If you want to.
Much better.
That's, yeah.
But but here's the thing. Hold on. That's the point I'm getting to. It's like after I watched that first episode of season 5, I said, you know what? I don't want to be cock teased, so I'm just gonna wait until New Year's. Believe me, I of all people can hold the fuck out. It does not matter to me. I'm just gonna wait till all the fucking drops.
You got bigger issues.
I got bigger fish to fry right now than watching fucking Stranger Things. So
the only thing that the only reason I might watch something is to avoid spoilers. That's why I usually go to a movie sometimes in the theaters. And stuff ends up in your news feed, and it's like, this character did this. I'm like, I don't want to know.
Yeah, I fucking hate that. But I don't try to doom scroll on Facebook very much or nothing like that. So, I'm just gonna hold off. I'm gonna wait. When all the episodes drop, that's when I'm just gonna sit down, have like a day or two to where I can watch everything. It's probably gonna take 3 days.
I'm just gonna wait for the dust to settle, and then I'll watch it in 5 years, maybe.
Well, I heard that the budget of this season is literally like 500 and some million.
$400 million fucking dollars.
This is a money laundering scheme. It's not.
Did you hear about, like, I heard they leaked the final budget of Deadpool and Wolverine? Did you hear that one?
I heard a little bit about it.
$533 million total, and I know why.
That's all the advertising, or is it reshoots?
No, that's not including the advertising. That's probably another couple $100 million.
Not including.
So it
Christ.
just probably barely broke even. It probably made a small profit.
So it really wasn't a hit, because none of these movies are making money anymore because they're spending too much money.
There was a strike in the middle of that, and that does really fuck shit up. But this movie should not have cost, after even with the strike, this movie shouldn't have cost more than, say, like 150, and then maybe with the strike it should maybe cost like 220.
And I'm going to make a romantic comedy for beer money practically next year.
Yes. You got your stars ready to go?
And it'll be better than Deadpool. It'll be better than My Darling Shiksa.
My Darling But
well, that's just like your opinion, man.
That's just like your opinion, man. And I fucking hate the Eagles. My Darling Shiksa is actually...
For the record, I enjoy Deadpool and Wolverine.
The original title of that was Over the Brooklyn Bridge.
It did not need to cost that much. Movies do not need to cost that much. They really don't.
They really don't.
That wasn't even... And like Ryan Reynolds...
Dude, you sounded just like Peter Graves when you said that. You said movies shouldn't cost that much.
Movies shouldn't cost that much.
Wait, no.
They should.
Now you sound like George Takei. Come on.
Movies should not cost that much.
Yeah, but like now I know you heard the thing with James Cameron. He pretty much said that if the new Avatar that comes out doesn't make enough money, he said he's done making them. And you know what I say to that? Good. Go back to making real movies, motherfucker.
Okay, that is one of those Deadpool stories. That sounds like the Avatar movies cost way more than their published budgets. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, but at least they're like 3D spectacular spectacles.
It's okay.
Deadpool
You know what?
Wolverine is like
the second movie was okay. I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. The first movie was okay too.
I saw the second one in that weird high frame rate thing, and I'm like,
Did they do the Peter Jackson thing with the?
Well, so it's weird. You know what?
48 frames a second or whatever that was.
They alternated. They went 24 to make it look like a movie, and then it would go into like, it wasn't even like, I think it was 30. I don't even know, but it'd be like normal movie and then soap opera effect. The normal movie and soap opera effect.
Well, I watched it on HBO, so I didn't see any like differences in the frame rate. Maybe because
all I can say is when the original Avatar came out, I saw it 3 days in a row, all in 3D each fucking time, because it was like, okay, it was revolutionary for its time because of the type of 3D that it was. Yes. I give James Cameron all the credit in the world. The Cameron Fusion fucking system was amazing for 3D. Those movies were meant to be seen in 3D.
But now he's saying, did you see that he's talking his bad-mouthing 3D now?
I will give you example on Money Wasted. And I know we keep saying before we go, but one of the movies I managed to go see in the theater before I got sick, before I went to the hospital, I saw Predator Badlands. Okay? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna sing the movie's praises, or you noticed I never gave a review. What I will say is it was a very, very solid Predator movie. It was funny in the right places, and I did enjoy it.
Is that the one with Elle Fanning is in it, right?
Yeah, Ellie Fanning. Mm-hmm. We saw it in 3D. Now, there was a reason for that. The guy who I saw it with, my buddy Steve...
Whoa. Hang on. It's in 3D? They released it on 3D?
Yes, they released it.
They're still doing this?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm trying,
I
but
can't
guys,
believe it.
I'm trying to tell you the reason why I saw it in 3D. I'm trying to tell you why. Okay, I didn't want to see it in 3D. Okay, I could have given two shits and a fuck about seeing that movie in 3D. Okay, the reason we had to see it is because my friend Steve, who goes with me to the movies, he's 62 years old, and he has tinnitus.
Okay.
Okay. So earlier in the summer we had seen the Nobody Part 2. We ended up seeing it on the super screen at our movie theater. I know you guys have like your regular screens, then you have like the big super screen at your theater that has like the big Dolby Atmos and all that other stuff. Well, when we saw Nobody 2, that he said the Atmos was way too loud for his ears. Like the Atmos was just way too much for him, and it hurt his tinnitus really bad. So he would rather see a movie like on a normal screen to where it's just regular 5.1 and the sound is not like booming big Atmos, that fucks with your hearing, that kind of shit. Like THX, the audience is now deaf. Like that's Steve. Predator Badlands in 3D. Unfortunately, that was the last show at our local movie theater before we both got off of work, and we just made the mutual decision to go see it in 3D, but it was going to have regular sound. And you ask me this, the 3D sucked. It was fucking pointless, okay? It was abso-fucking-lutely pointless goddamn 3D.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Well, can I just say
This wasn't Cameron Fusion System, okay?
Well, I only had the one experience with 3D, and that's when I saw Force Awakens, and it made me sick to my stomach, and I couldn't walk, and I had to be steadied. My wife had to act as a cane for me because I had a weird vertiginous effect looking at the 3D. It really made me ill. It made me feel terrible. So that was the first and only time I ever experienced 3D.
I'm trying to think. The last 3D I saw was actually, I think, the last movie I saw, which was Superman. I know you have your issues with that movie, but I don't.
I enjoyed it. I don't.
You did. Lawler has a bug up his ass.
I don't. He's boss-eyed, and it just doesn't look interesting to me. And Christopher Reeve was the only Superman, as far as I'm concerned.
You know what I find funny? Superman hates me because I made 2 Black Friday. Well, I should say, let me rephrase that. I made 3 Black Friday purchases. I bought God of War Ragnarok for PS5, and then I ended up getting Superman and Sinners, both on 4K.
I hate Ragnarok.
Here's what's funny.
I really hate that movie. It destroyed Thor.
No. I didn't say Thor Ragnarok. I said, God of War, PS5 game.
No, I was just thinking of Ragnarok. You brought up a bad memory for me. I hate.
Well, here's what's ironic. It was 2
I enjoyed
separate
Jojo
orders,
Rabbit. I just hated it.
Okay. Superman and Sinners both got to the Bedford Park post office yesterday, and I knew they were going to come to my post office today. Young fucking idiots, man. Superman ended up going to Maryville, Indiana, and then Sinners ended up coming in the mail today.
Yeah.
I fucking hate the Postal Service.
That's
I fucking
weird.
hate the Postal Service.
There's some weird logic issues going on with a lot of shipping. Like, I ordered something, it went straight to Staten Island, but then it went to Nebraska and then came to me. And I'm a spit's throw from Staten Island. It's so bizarre.
I wanted to see the most recent Mission Impossible, and the last few I have literally just bought sight unseen because they're action movies. I know they'll play great on my stuff, but I'm like, I am so strapped for cash. It's like I can't spare the $30. Like, I'd rather buy underwear. However, it's gonna be on Paramount Plus literally tomorrow, so I'm like, I can watch that. But I kind of would have wanted to buy but I'm sure Paramount Plus will be a fine presentation. But it's like I kind of like to buy it.
We're going to end this conversation, but I have one more question. Maybe Froelich can help me. Maybe Anderson can help me. Who knows? I'm trying to find the Blu-ray of T2 that has all the versions of it on it, including the.
There is.
I'm trying to find it on Amazon, but they're not. The description isn't telling me whether or not it's the right one.
I have. Okay, the original one. Okay, so here's what we got.
It's a Blu-ray, and it's also 4K too, but it has Blu-ray.
The original Blu-ray that came out was called the Skynet Edition. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
From that one, I know 100% ipso facto has all 3 cuts.
Okay.
It has the original theatrical, has the extended, and then it has the extended with the alternate ending, the Sarah Connor alternate ending, and then the scene where the T-1000 is searching the room with his fingers. It has that scene intact.
All right.
I believe. Now.
Okay, you're telling me that's the one, right? Okay.
Well, that was the first one, but that one is no longer in print. Now, I believe. Now, this one I cannot verify. Here's what I can verify. They did come out with a second Blu-ray That one has less digital noise reduction on it than the first one. They say that's like the preferred version. And it is confirmed that it has the original theatrical and the extended cut. Now, can I speak for the third cut with the Linda Hamilton ending and the T-1000 searching? I cannot confirm.
I want that one.
I own it. I own it. I've just never opened it.
I want the one that is more than meets the eye, and I had no idea it had already been released on Blu-ray because I only had a VHS of it a long time ago. But I can't. It's hard to find on Blu-ray, and I don't know why. Is this it?
Amazon,
okay, this must be it. If I'm looking at it here, Terminator 2 Skynet Edition Blu-ray, multi-format. But I don't know if it's new.
It's been released so many times.
That's the one I want, though. I want that version.
I already told you the funny story about the Skynet edition. How like my Samsung Blu-ray player will not play it, but my PS5 will.
That's weird. Why? Why is that?
Yeah, you know what? That's one of the few things I don't have it on DVD. I don't have it on. I have the original Laserdisc release that came out in Christmas '91. I have the CAV Laserdisc. And I have the special edition Laserdisc that costs like $80.
Dude, here it is right now. Here, Lawler, I'm gonna send you a link. Okay, this is the one you need to buy. It's only eight fucking bucks. That's the one you need to buy. It has both editions on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to you right now. If you have Prime, fucking get it, dude. It has both versions. Oh, I can't send it to you right now because we're all on Messenger.
Send it to me on Messenger.
Our group chat. So.
Wait, you can't send it to me on.
I can't right now. I have to wait till we're off the phone and then I can send it.
Okay. All right. Well,
yeah, but then
don't forget,
dude, I just found it on Amazon. It's $8. It's $8 fucking dollars.
You know, he's gonna be busy. He will be busy with all of his Christmas movies. He's got The Wiz. He's got Die Hard. He's got Star Wars. He's got all of this.
Yes, I have my list all here, and it is okay. It's movies that sometimes you don't think of as Christmas movies. The Ref, Gremlins, Die Hard.
Great movie. I love The Ref.
Die Hard, Gremlins, Roadhouse, Die Hard 2. Roadhouse.
Okay. Wait. Roadhouse takes place during Christmas?
No. It's a Patrick Swayze Christmas. We talked about that. Remember? It's Christmas Eve. Okay. We usually do a fondue, and I force my family to watch Roadhouse. I was
gonna say when you say we, how is the kid taking all of this at this point? Like, is she even want to do these things anymore? Does the wife want to do these things anymore? Are they just putting up with you? What's going on?
They love. Oh God, are you kidding? September is science fiction. It's all science fiction. They love it. All right. October is horror. November is usually 80s movies and a lot of fun stuff. And also run off from October. And then December, at the end of December, we do Vincent Price movies, and they love it. They love all that stuff.
Okay, good. All right. I feel like you're.
I just want to say, okay, Roadhouse is a Christmas Eve movie. Die Hard 2. Die Harder because it's also Christmas. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie, yeah.
And then I'm going to introduce Eyes Wide Shut because Eyes Wide Shut takes place around Christmas.
Is Christmas Story in there?
No, but Christmas Story.
Not anymore.
They fucking show it constantly on TBS.
Can I throw one in that I just realized was a Christmas movie?
Fine, I'll write it down. What is it?
Invasion USA.
Invasion.
Yes, it is because it does take place during Christmas.
Hey, guess what? I have it on DVD.
There you go.
It's Richard Lynch shooting Billy Drago in the nuts. Tell me that's not a Christmas movie.
In the nuts. Got him.
Right in the nuts.
He really got him. And he nailed the chick who was snorting the cocaine. Remember the chick with the metal straw and the cocaine? And he's like, boom.
Yes.
No, okay, you're right. You're absolutely right. Invasion USA is a Christmas movie. They blew up a whole town with Christmas decorations. It's awesome. It's perfect. Time's up.
My only I will say this. My traditional, we're talking, of course, non-traditional Christmas movies. If I'm going to watch a traditional Christmas movie, I'm always going to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's probably my all-time favorite Christmas movie.
That's another one that they show constantly, though, on TBS. So
they show it constantly, but the thing is, it is such a good fucking movie. I prefer that to A Christmas Story.
Can I take something out for you?
Dude, I cannot watch A Christmas Story more. I cannot watch A Christmas Story.
Wait a minute. Are you forgetting A Very Brady Christmas? Very Brady Christmas.
Well, they showed that.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that.
They actually
Okay,
showed that
you-
on Spenguli for some reason. Last weekend they showed a Very Brady Christmas on Spenguli, on House of Spenguli.
We remember that was kind of your and I's
But it's
debut.
yes, I know.
Theo Shall Not
But
Be
it's
Named.
so weird though, because you watched the movie recently. There's no snow. There's just like lawn decorations, and it's so bizarre that these people in California celebrate Christmas with no snow.
Who needs it when you have Robert Reed in there with still has his fro?
Yeah, but
it's okay.
No real
good.
Cindy Brady though. It's the girl from Ghostbusters at the beginning.
Fake Cindy, yes.
Fake Cindy, Jennifer Runyon.
I mean, it's just sad these days that like the older we get, the harder it is to watch a traditional Christmas movie. But at least, me being 43, I still have one traditional Christmas movie that I like to watch. And that, like I said, that of course is, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, because it's Chevy Chase at its finest. It's an empty turkey that you cut open and it just sort of opens up. It just has every great gag imaginable. It is a hilarious fucking movie.
Well,
And again, it's as a traditionalist, I think most people are going to say, "Oh yeah, I got to watch It's a Wonderful Life," or "I got to watch
Merry
A Christmas
Christmas,
Story,"
Movie House.
or I got to watch
Emporium.
Scrooge. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, no, like if I'm
You
watching
Wonderful Building and Loan.
Yeah, I'll never understand people that think Scrooged is a great movie. I'm like,
not Scrooge,
You know what? I forgot about
not Scrooge.
I gotta throw
with
that
the
in there
D.
too. Sorry.
I say, but I do like now Scrooge. I do like that movie a lot, but it's
Also
nowhere near
Scrooge.
as good as Christmas
Now,
Vacation.
Muppet
No, I'm
Christmas?
talking
No,
about.
no,
I'm talking
Scrooge-
about what?
Scrooge is interesting
I am
because
talking about
it's a big budget
guys.
movie.
I'm talking about Scrooge with Alistair Sim.
I
That's a
like
classic.
Scrooge
That's
with.
That was my dad. That was my dad's favorite Christmas movie.
That's a
Every
classic.
Christmas,
That's a good one.
I like
every
Scrooge
Christmas
with,
Eve,
with,
every Christmas
Albert
Eve,
Finney. That's the one I like.
WGN over here in Chicago would play Scrooge, and that was my dad's all-time favorite Christmas movie.
Look, you really want to
Fucking
do.
loved
You
it.
really want to do like a side quest. You watch Alistair Sim Christmas Carol, and then watch Alistair Sim much later in Ruling Class.
Oh, Peter O'Toole, thinking he's Jesus
Peter
Christ. I
O'Toole.
love that movie. That's one of my
Peter
favorites.
O'Toole playing my brother. Yes.
He's Jesus Christ, and then later he's Jack the Ripper. It's wonderful. All right, we gotta.
But then, of course, here's the thing: you guys have your traditions, I have mine. You want to know what I do every New Year's Eve? Bust out my Laserdisc, Silent Night, Deadly Night, parts 1 and 2.
Garbage
Because
Day.
I need to hear me some Garbage Day.
Garbage
goddammit.
Day.
You know, that-
Yes.
Day.
Garbage Day. That's
And then
me
he
right
shoots
there.
him. That so doesn't make any sense.
I said that
I
right
just
there.
remember-
Oh, you know what I forgot? I do have one other traditional Christmas movie. Ernest Saves Christmas.
Hey,
I
Vern.
saw that in the theater. I saw that. I got an Ernest Saves Christmas story. I saw Ernest Saves Christmas in the theater. Some either genius or total asshole. They were showing trailers. They cut in the trailer for Hellraiser 2.
Oh, right in the middle of, oh my God, right in the middle of,
Ernest Saves
that's
Christmas.
terrible.
And it was a theater full of kids, and it was just like dead silence and a couple kids crying.
I swear to God, wasn't there a Hellraiser Christmas movie? I swear to God, there was.
No,
None
but
of
there
them
should
took
be.
place during Christmas
We have
from
such
what I
sites.
know.
You could totally decorate that thing with Christmas ornaments. You totally could. That column with the faces on it.
I go traditional. I go Charlie Brown Christmas. I go Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, and then I do Barry Brady Christmas, and then I think I finish off with Die Hard.
And Dennis
That's-
Leary,
and
with
maybe-
your ashes heating my fucking house.
It's like presents. You want to open, like, Gussie? When are we going to open presents?
I'm gonna get you a giant
Presents.
fucking
You wanna
can.
open presents? You wanna open
When we get home, you're gonna crawl in there.
presents?